Ladies and gentlemen, this is Heritage Television, Amóhùnmáwòrán, Heritage TV. We are grateful for a wonderful weekend. It was really beautiful. And this is Colourful Cube program. My name is Bunmi West. Thank you all for joining us. Today's program is Laughing. Ẹ̀rín ayọ̀. Laughing is originated from birth, even before you were born. Majority of when the child is scanned in the tummy of their mother, you will find that the child is smiling, especially close to when the child is to be born. Why is the child smiling? Is he or she smiling because he's coming out? Because he has been in the tummy when he or she does not recognize herself, when she doesn't realize she was there, and close to the time of maturity that there's need to come out of the tummy. Majority of the time when they scan the baby, either she or he is sucking the thumb or is smiling. And scientists were now worrying, or they are now really choked by the question, why is a child laughing from before the child was born? The muscles, the energy that we use to laugh is so beautiful, associated with good health. That is why I say to you, Heritage Television is for positivity, is for way forward, is for empowerment, is for improvement. Laughing. Do you laugh at people? Instead of you telling them, oh, this is the way forward, this is how you are supposed to do, or suggesting something for them, do you laugh with people? Maybe they crack a joke and you find it funny. You laugh with them. You make them feel comfortable. Or something happened and the person starts laughing. Are you laughing with the person? Laughing is the most healthy thing to do because you are releasing attention and you are giving your body a lot of good. Because if you laugh properly, you are actually exercising your jaw. You are exercising your emotion. You are exercising your blood vessels. You are exercising your every part of your body when you laugh. And laughing is one therapy that is given freely. How do you laugh? There's category of how you laugh. A lot of time it's really, really good to laugh with your children because children can pour out a lot of aroma, the way they dance, the way they... Sometimes child can be annoying to face the reality. But by the time you turn it into laughter, you forget about the annoying part. So pick the child or your children and start laughing with them. And majority of things that will make you cross, that will make you squeeze your face, that will make you feel bitter, if you laugh about it, you'll be more healthier. You will have a long life when you laugh a lot. Because there's a lot of scientifically proving of a lot of hormone that is released during laughing. So when you laugh with your children, they can actually bring out a lot of goodies from them. They can actually give you more story about what you don't know about them. They can actually be sensible and give you all the things that you don't really expect when you start laughing with your children. And you can create a laughter. You yourself can be a clown for your children, so that you can bring the best out of them. Make sure you do silly things with your children that will cause them to laugh. You know, there are some father, there are some mother that they can do. It doesn't have to be a whole day. Sometimes you can have 3 quality minutes, 5 quality minutes with your children. And by the time you finish with them, all the laughter you bring out of them, they can repeat it, because sometimes it's contagious. So you need to create something that will make them happy. It's like in a situation where you want to present a food for your child and you say, "Can I have a bite?" And you see the child laughing. Say, "Oh no." And you know, like a baby, especially when you are raising a toddler, like a 2-year-old, and you've checked the food is hot. You want the food to be cold. You know, you find the food and you have maybe portion for yourself. Let's say mashed potato to start with. And instead of you feeding the baby with the mashed potato, you are trying to feed yourself. You will see the way the baby will be laughing, the way you even do it. Or you want to dress your child up and you are trying to force yourself in is a 4-year-old boy or a 4-year-old girl, and then the skirt, you know how tiny the skirt will be, and you want her to laugh, you just bring the skirt out and you shake the skirt and you say, "You know what, I'm going to borrow this your skirt today," and you're trying to wear it, and you see the way you're going to create a laughter on that baby, and you know he or she will be laughing, you know. And majority of time when you get a very good laughing, you will realize that you actually close your eyes to do a good laugh. So that means you've forgotten about everything in your environment. You are actually getting used to yourself. You are the most happiest person on earth. That is why you could laugh. And do you know, you can go to the park and laugh alone. Nowadays, thank God for technology is catching up with our laughter. That is why when people send you some messages on your WhatsApp, those who use social media a lot, when you see some things that will make you laugh, please don't even care. Laugh it out. Make yourself a happy person. If by the time you think you are a bit down, you go to a comedy show, prepare yourself to laugh. When your pastor is preaching and he gets to a certain place that is very funny, he or she expects you to laugh, and even you laugh, you call the next person next to you and you make it contagious. You laugh and you feel fulfilled. It's very good to laugh with people, not to laugh at people. How do you laugh at people? Take, for example, your friend is going to work, you live together, and unfortunately for her, she went to the toilet and her skirt was hanging in her butt. And instead of you to say, "Ore, your skirt is hanging in your butt," you start laughing at her. You start calling other people to see the skirt hanging on her butt. That's not fair. You can't laugh at people. It's rude to laugh at people. But you can laugh with people to make them feel more comfortable. The things you are hiding away from them, you can actually bring it to life and show them, "Ore, you can see lipstick on your teeth. You're waiting now. Why did you paint your you paint your teeth red?" You start laughing, and then he or she will correct it. But you see it, you start goggling, you start laughing. You didn't tell her, oh baby, guess what? Your lipstick have, transferred to your teeth. And you know it's a disgrace when your lipstick transferred to your teeth. Many things like that. It's like your friend is wearing a shoe. He didn't polish his shoe. And then you saw the shoe, butata, and you were laughing at the shoe. It's not a good thing. You can, if you have a polish, you can give him polish. Let's brush it together. And then you laugh together. And little things like that. It's like in a wedding, when everybody was given filaibi, there's these guys. Unfortunately, the tailor that made the filaibi didn't make it to perfection. All the ashoke thread was going on the men, different direction, each of them. So during the engagement ceremony, when the men are forced to hold on to their heart, you know, with the tradition, you're not allowed to losiliano with your heart on. You need to hold it, a sign of respect. And yeah, unfortunately for all these men, maybe when they were making their fila, their heart, it was rush, you know, this you know, fast tailor that they have to do almost 50, 100 cap for a short period. So the finishing was not the perfect one. So every guys at the party taking off their hat, everybody was having by 5 inches thread on their head, 2 inches thread on their head, some, you know, dropping, and it doesn't look good at all. And it caused everybody was just laughing, and all these guys did not know that they've caused embarrassment, they've caused funny thing that is not part of the ceremony. So one brave person will now say, you guys, because the way this thread is, and they don't understand, they said, then one lady have to stand up and start picking their head one by one, all the leftover thread on their head. And that make everybody that saw that scenario, they were just laughing because it was too funny not to laugh about it. So there's a lot of, it's like a child trying to walk for the first time. You know, the way they even carry their steppings, it make you laugh. You laugh hysterically. Like, you know, first of all, they do gangas, okay, bye. And they will try to do one step and then another step and then another step, and they just drop their bottom. They just fall down with their bumps, and everybody around them will start laughing. Some people that are brave enough will just, like their father, you see, in majority of time, during the first few years, father and daughter are so close. You will see the father when he maybe come back from work and you see his little princess being laughed at by probably his siblings, senior siblings. And they see the little girl crawling all over the house, trying to hold all the furniture in the house, trying to belong to, all these people are working. Why am I the only one? Don't feed this soon. Some of them crawl, some of them they have to use their bum to do the movement. And you know, people laugh at them at that stage. Then you see their father, majority of time, starts to teach them how to work. And you know, many fathers have been so patient, holding their hands and using the step by step. And that is how the child will learn. But before that, you see people laughing at them. But in majority of time, when people laugh at you, they might bring the best in you. And another thing about laughing is, what make you laugh? Are you watching program on Heritage Television that makes you laugh? Don't laugh alone. You have to call somebody to join in, because when you laugh alone, it doesn't sweet. When you hear other people laugh, it's more even therapeutic than you laughing alone. Have you seen something funny and you just laugh alone and you feel lonely because you can only hear yourself laughing? But when you call other people to join you in the laughter, you will see how beautiful it is, and you gain from, you know, team, from getting people involved in your laughter. You can never laugh alone. Make sure people that are minded like you are there. Get them involved so that your laughing will be so beautiful. And the way people laugh, some laugh a long time, they have the breath, and even their laughing is so fascinating that you want to listen to how they laugh. And maybe after you depart, maybe you met your friend for many years, you haven't seen each other, and maybe before she used to be Lepashandi to start with, figure 8. By the time you saw her, she's on side 28. Ọ̀rẹ́ kí ló jẹ́ yóò tó pọ̀ tó yìí. Ọmọ gbogbo bí táwọn wo tẹ́lẹ̀ tí sá wọlé ṣé ò sí. You know, by the time you start saying this, you see her laughing and you say, ọmọ ìwọ ò change you. You didn't even change. You look the same. You look fabulous. You look fantastic. Wow. You see, you start admiring each other, and that will, you just remember one nickname that you used to give yourself. Like, you know, one of my colleague at work just saw me on the street and She now remember what they used to call me, and she'd call me exact name. And I was laughing because it's really good when the memory comes back and it makes you feel happy, because at that period, maybe a lot of things has not happened in your life. You have less things that make you sad. And if anybody reminds you of the past, the parts that make you laugh. I remember on one occasion where we were chasing by a dog, and we will have to go on a bus that is not our bus, that is a different bus, when we were in school. And you know, you now met a friend after many years, and it reminds you that, did you remember when we were chased by a dog and we're supposed to go on bus 12, but we end up on bus 10, and we forgotten that we ran because of dog, and we end up in another part of the town and entirely, and we have to walk back. And you remember in the cold and this and that. So when you start narrating the story and you don't have money on you, you know, by the time you put the story together of what has happened in the past, you start laughing together. Or, you know, when you lose weight and you go to your closet, or your clothing is too big for you, little things that will make you laugh. Always bring it back to life. It's like a friend of mine, she said, I am a generous person. I want to give out my phone. Me, I'm rich, and I will let you know that I just buy myself iPhone 8. And this time around, I've been a good girl. I want to dash out my old phone. If you are interested, please put your name on my WhatsApp page. And this guy opened a group, old phone giveaway. And if you see the way people are rushing, because the guy already set their brain so high. He told them he's going to give away his old phone. So somebody psychologically, because this guy has bought a iPhone 8. So in their head, he's got iPhone 7 to give away. And he said the first person that answered 10 questions will be the one to go with his phone. And he lists all the 10 questions, and you can see the way people were struggling to answer the question. They Google it, they do this, they do that. Some answer 8 questions, some can only answer with the period of 5 minutes, some can answer 3 questions, some can answer 7, some 9. There's nobody that can actually answer the 10 questions. And the guy said, okay, you know what? I'm a fair person. If you can answer the 10 questions, the last question, in the period of 30 minutes, my old phone will be yours. So everybody was running enter-scatter on Forigbori. Everybody was trying their best. They want to win his old phone. Everybody was thinking it's iPhone 7. Some thought iPhone 8. You know, they were just, you know, I'm not advertising for iPhone. It's just the scenario that warrants it. The truth behind it was, finally, somebody cracked the last answer, and he got the 10 answer right. And the guy said, okay, do you want the house, the whole forum? We were about 200 people in the forum trying our luck throughout the day. And this guy said to himself and to others that, now that I've bought myself iPhone 8, now do you really want to see my old phone that you are all fighting for the past one day? And everybody was saying, yes, yes, yes. We have to see it. Let us see it. You lucky. Then the guy that won the phone, we were saying to him, we need to see your face. You are the owner. You are lucky. Oh, this, oh, that. And guess what? When this guy actually showed us the phone he wanted to give away, it was Nokia 310. Everybody in the group, they were saying the thunder that will fire him, God is preparing it. Everybody, so people laugh. You can see water dripping from their face. Some people laugh, they were sweating. Some people were laughing. And guess what? This our friend, the phone, the guy that won it was not even somebody else. It was him. It was the same guy that put all of us on the spot, actually won it. He was just saying to us that, all of you, why are you so far away from me? So something in my head told me, let's start a new friendship. We all of us have been using ego, and she didn't call me. I'm not going to call her, and she thinks she's bigger than me. And before we used to eat in her house, now she didn't even call me for party. And the guy cracked all of us. And ever since then, life has changed. We've been doing a lot of games in the group. We've been making ourselves happy. We've been advising us. We've been sending prayer into the group. We've been more happier than anybody else. I think this is the era that we should show ourselves a lot of love, because the information we are getting on our WhatsApp group, on all this social media, can make a lot of people depressed. But it's what you want to see. I am one person that have confidence in what I'm sharing, and I try to share something that will make you laugh, that will make you happy, because happiness will bring laughter. And anytime you laugh, you remember what makes you laugh, and you laugh again and again and again, and you help other people to laugh. So let's create an environment that will make our wife laugh. It's part of what God wants. I've talked about children. I've talked about toddler. Now let's talk about teenager. I'll come back to wife and husband. How can you make a teenager laugh? All the things we know up to this age, nowadays, combine it with your greatest grandfather information. Our youth know better than us nowadays, because they are over-informed. They will say, block this on internet, and don't let them see this, and take the phone away from them after 7 o'clock, and do this, and do that. Even if a child stay with phone for 1 hour, even if you use a parental guardian, even if you use a parental blockage, they're still going to find what they want to find. You can't hide anything away from them anymore. But God Almighty can look after them. So how can you be a good friend? How can you make them laugh? What joke are you going to give to your teenager that will make you close to them? How are you going to know what they are doing that is not going to pawalara, that is not going to affect them? A lot of things are scam out there today that will make the teenager, they will be lying to them that they can make more money. They will spoil their record before the time. They will make them steal money from the internet. Let us get close to our children. And the only way to get close to your children is to create a device, especially those ones that live with you, if you can. Mark Bamonti, teenager are your best friend. When you get close to them, you will know that they are sweet, and you relate to them. Though in this country, I learned something in a hard way, and what I learned was that children are supposed to be your best friend in this country. I don't know of, in Nigeria, where I grew up for 20 years of my life, Waniti Baba, Tomo, Omalala. But in Louis, it's a different ball game. You set your child as your best friend, as your colleague. Even sometimes you can set them above you just to have peace. And you now treat them like an adult. You have meeting with them. Even if you want to tell them what you want them to do, there's a way you say it. And you create a laughter. You create a very peaceful environment. You make your friend, your children your best friend, your paddy. And you train them the way that in the future, they will not forget you. I have an issue with some of my big auntie that the children run away from them because the way the children were treated. I was coming today, and one auntie was saying to me, our daughter refused to speak to her. The daughter, she's 31 years old, and the mother never had a good relationship with her. And the mother never even give her opportunity to laugh at her. Laugh with her, I meant. And this has accumulates to the extent that She is turning 32 in the next few weeks, and she now have that belief that, oh, her mom ruined her life. The mother came to me as young as I am. What am I going to do? I have no power to help the kind of family. I'm not a professional therapist. But all I can say is there's nothing that's not, things can be repairable. A lot of things you can do that can reverse. I thank God for what I've done in the past. We are all trying through trial by error. But create a laughter in your home. Make your home a comfortable home, a sweet home. Make your place of work. Make sure when you go to place of work, the moment they see you, they see laughter. They see happiness. It's possible. I know my auntie, she has been working in the same place for 28 years. And I asked my auntie, she was, if a graduate, she was postgraduate at Ife. And she has been doing this job for 28 years. All she does is Tesco's cashier. And she's happy because they wanted to promote her. She refused to be promoted. She finds solace in her place of work. She finds laughter. I was happy that she got her master's in one beautiful subject. She was offered a job. She tried a job with good money for 6 months. But she said, my baby, she called me my baby. I'm not going to take that job. I actually quit. I resigned from the job. The job didn't give me happiness. What is serious? Auntie, you are so comfortable doing the same job for 28 years. She said, yes, so I'm not changing that job. I'm happy. My pension is guaranteed. My laughter is guaranteed. And you see, they know this is one lady that will give them peppered coconut. And all our friends are looking forward to it. And she is the only one that will give Oyinbo kokoro and ask them to sit down to crack kokoro and start eating it. And they enjoyed it. And each time she go on holiday, she come back, they want the kokoro. And she's the one teaching them Yoruba in a place of work. And you know, some people, when they are teaching friends other language, they start abusing them with the language. But this, my auntie, she has inspired a lot of people, encouraged them through laughter. When you want to learn anything from my auntie, she will teach you with laughter and you will learn. So how are you going to make your environment more friendly? You have to create a laughter. And the more you create a laughter in your place of work, the more the job will be easy for you. You won't feel the pain at work. You won't feel the pain in what you're doing. You will enjoy it because you've created a laughter with it. You've removed the depression, the tension through laughter. And that is what you do to your teenagers. If they want to prove very, very tough, you need to bring them to their senses. And the way you are going to do it is like when they are buying these tight jeans, for God's sake, 400 pounds for one jeans. Then you say, blah, blah, blah. You show them some shops selling the same jeans, but under 25 pounds or sometimes 35 pounds won't kill me. How can you buy one jeans for 40 or 400 pounds? It's too much. And you know, these kids, after 3 months, they forgot about the shirts. They forget about the trousers. All the girls. Every day is not Christmas. So, but the way to tell them, you have to, you know, sometimes I deliberately make my kids laugh. Because I will remind them when I was growing up. For example, when you are trying to say, can you make me a cup of tea? And they were saying, oh, Mom, I'm coming. For a whole 1 hour, you are coming, you didn't make me a cup of tea. Then I will say to him or to my child, from my auntie's point of view, she said, I will say to my daughter, you know what? Next holiday, instead of you going to Spain, I'm not going to go with you. I will send you to Nigeria, the most beautiful country in the whole world. And they will started laughing. And the daughter will say, Mom, I'm not going. She's about 16 now. I'm not going to Nigeria. I've seen this on Nigerian channel. I've seen this on Nollywood. I've seen this. The mommy said, if you don't want to fetch water from 1 mile for the whole house, at least you go fetch 12 buckets or 20 buckets. I won't make you draw water from the well. I will tell you, go to Tozo Mouse, go and fetch water. And they started making joke about things. And the young teenager was saying, Mom, seriously? Are you sure there's no light for a whole day? Mom, how am I going to survive? Because I heard when your sister called, she said, oh, I can't talk too much. Oh, I just charged my phone. Oh, and I don't want you to finish my phone. I can't talk on WhatsApp. Oh, I don't have data. And your data here doesn't schedule. And if you want it to schedule, you have to go where it schedule. When I'm asking you to do ordinary cup of tea for me, it takes you a whole day to stand up from your butt and do my... And they start laughing. In a way, the mother is training the child and telling her that life is not on luxury for everybody. Some have it tough, and we are all on the same planet, on this planet Earth, and some are not getting it right. So you can use laughing to create an environment of teaching, environment of learning, environment of passing information and making it funny, and the information is sinking in, and you bring it with laughter. So you can do a lot of things with laughter, and that is with your teenage boys, teenage girls. In the church, for those who go to churches that they have a Sunday school before they start proper, service, you can teach the children under your care how to become a better person and how to laugh a lot, that will make a lot of things different to them. And if you are preaching in the church, you can preach the kingdom of God that people can laugh and get serious as well. It's a skill on its own, and it goes a long way when you can combine that skill together. Laughing skill is a skill, and the people go to university, to colleges to learn how to laugh, because it's not funny that all the time you have to be serious. It makes the vein not loosen up. When all the time there's no room for laughter, you need to laugh. You need to create something that will make you laugh. Even, do you know your system? Sometimes when you give your system a good food, a good fruit, a good vegetable, the things that it's supposed to the things that you're supposed to eat, you put it in your system. You see the system even getting laughing from inside out. So create an environment where there is room for laughter in your church, in your place of work, in your place of mosque, even going on the road. Try and tell somebody, I like your hair, you look so beautiful, I like the way you dress. Sometimes even in the bus, you can strike a conversation. I have a friend of mine that doesn't go on the bus at all, that always drives. But when she needed bus therapy, I call it bus therapy, she said, Bunmi, you know what, I want to go on this route, and I will tell you part of what I do. Do you know, in my area, I'm close to Westfield, there's one bus route that will take you odidi 1 hour plus on the bus, and that will show you one side of London, and by the time you get on that bus, you go all the way and you come back. It's a relief, and you talk about life, you crack jokes, you laugh about. It's a therapy on its own. So sometimes when you are the type of person that drive all through your life, you don't get on the bus. Here in England, I can only talk about England, UK to be specific. You drive all the time to work, you drive to church, you drive to your friend's house, you are just driving. You don't even know the bus that goes in front of your house. That is a new program starting that you can go on the bus with me and see London in a different way. There's one of my friends, the route that she takes to work every day, she doesn't know the route at all. Now she saw the route at the top of the bus, and she saw it differently. And by the time we add joke to the day and we started sharing epa in the bus, and we started bringing the past and the present and the future, all our fantasies, you will forget you are riding for an hour. And all change, please. This is the last place. If I tell you the route, everybody knows. I have about 4 buses like that from where I live, that when you jump on that bus, you will be the most happiest person, because you are guaranteed 1 hour before you hear this bus terminates here, all change, please. And then you can reflect about what you can do. I'm not going to give you the number, even that number is the shortest route I'm talking about, because I'm talking to my boss, so I'm going to give you one. Have you ever heard about bus 607? From Shepherd's Bush to Oxbridge. It's because of my boss that I released that number for you. I have about 4 of them. If I release it to you, then you will know that there's enjoyment on the bus, and it's therapeutic. In fact, when you go to Citizen Advice Bureau in my area today and you have problem with paying your parking lot, they will be laughing at you. So laughter is coming in a different direction, because a lot of people cannot afford to live in London anymore because of the space now is £1,000 to park your car for a year. And the congestion charges. And by the time they start, you are not paying your £12 or £10 now. Before you close your eyes and open it, you are paying almost £1,000 because you forget only 1 ticket. How are you going to cope? You know your salary, you know how you spend it. So a lot of ways to create laughter for yourself. That some people dropping their cars. There are things that all this Owe Yoruba does not work in this England. There are many people, they cannot be a big girl, they can't be a big man because they can't afford it. So if you can't afford to drive anymore, you can even start this bus therapy with people like us. And then you change your route. We show you how to go about your work, how to catch your bus from one station to the other with laughter. And before you know it, you get used to it. And you are saving money. If you are lucky, like one of my aunties, she told me, Bunmi, I will never tell people I only pay £250 on my insurance. I said, if you tell people, they will kill you. She said, I don't tell people. You are the only girl I can tell. You are the baby of the house. How is that? Because majority of us, we didn't maintain this country to favor us. I'm not condemning anybody. Then after, this is where you go to, they even go to places and then come back to London. There's a write-up about London. Because I love this town, I will always come back. Now they come back. They used to keep about 4 cars, 3 cars, 2 cars before. But when insurance has been messed up, now you want to start again, you are paying £2,000 on 1 car in a year. So for me, kilo fe bo. I know somebody earning 80,000 in this town. I know people that are earning 150,000 in this town, and they are my neighbors, and they don't drive. And we meet in the lift, and I say, "You're going to work?" You see them with their briefcase, they are gone. These are the way you are going to create a laughter for yourself all the time. If you put all the burden in your head, and I noticed that nobody see anybody in this town. If your situation warrants you to keep laughing in the right way, laughing can make people think somebody is crazy sometimes. When you laugh alone, especially when there is nobody around you and people are watching you from a distance, no. Sometimes that is why the park is there. I know, yes, take my word for it, I will repeat it. The park is there to laugh at things that make you happy. and you actually let it out. You go to the movies, you go and watch a film of your choice. You laugh hysterically. You watch all these Nollywood, those who love Nollywood movies, I don't. But those who like it, they watch it, they learn a lot of rubbish there, and they learn all the fantasy there. Sometimes they learn reality of life there. It depends on what you want to learn, how you want to pitch your life. But whichever way you can find laughter in a positive way that will ease all your tension, that will give you therapy, that will improve your life, that will improve your children's life, that will improve your marriage life, that will improve your work life. Try to apply the laughter. It's very important. Restructure your ways of life. Make sure every time you pursue happiness, you pursue everything that will make you happy. Because when you are happy, when you see the right people, when you mingle with the right partner, when you mingle with the right colleague at work, when you be a good friend to your children, yeah, you can be your children's friend, but you can still draw a line. Not that when the children see you, they will be frowning, the terror, ladugbo. When you come to the church, you are the terror around them. The moment they see you, they stop smiling, they stop laughing. The terror person have come. How are you going to change your life to suit everybody around you, to make people feel comfortable? And the moment you see them start laughing because they know you are going to catch them up. Because of the way you carry yourself, the picture you already embedded in their brain that you are for joy, you are for happiness, you are for the future. Because if you make the future bright and full of laughter for people, they will want to see you. You have to practice what you preach. You have to make sure you release the energy of laughter on people so that anywhere they go, they remember your name. They know you are there to make them happy. You are there to make the future promising for them. And you are there to make them forget their sorrow. You are there to make them feel human again. Whatever they have gone through in their life, the moment they see you, the moment they see your picture, the moment they remember which way you have contributed to them, it's going to be different. Maybe the way you even do your haircut, maybe the way you even dress up, make some people laugh. Maybe the way you even, roll up your sleeve or your style, you change it, you make it different from what others are. The moment they see you, the way you eat your food at work, maybe everybody is going to dinner. I remember I used to work in a place where every day is the same food they are giving us. And me and my big auntie, we now created one beautiful food for ourselves. And you will not believe it, in those days, all we eat at work is cornflakes and milk. And up till today, I'm always a fresh milk person. I don't take semi-skim or skimmed milk. Yeah, beat me to it. I prefer my full milk with cream. It's one thing that I will never ever trade anything for. So we now create an environment that we know we are in a laundrette. And laundrette is always hot. So why that we will be eating hot food? During our break time, we need to cool down. So me and my auntie, we invented cornflakes and milk. And at the time, we used to save a lot of money. All the people, we were minority at the time. We were among the Asian. And when the Asian bring their chapati and curry, you will even smell the food on our clothing. And they will be laughing at us that in the winter, you guys are drinking cold milk. Because I am the one that will run to those who know if I tell you the environment I'm talking about, those who know that laundry, they will know what I'm doing at the time. So we have to run, because I was so energetic. I'm in my 20s. So you run to Sainsbury, you buy milk and you buy cornflakes, and then you're drinking it in winter time. And everybody, you know what really put us off? There's a canteen where they sell the same food every day. That's one. Secondly, everybody that comes to work, they queue for one microwave, for God's sake. And we've only got 30 minutes to finish our break. Although in those days, some people work through, we know of one Elijah, big auntie, that used to walk through our lunch break, because she got about 7-8 children. I really appreciate her. She's one of my mentors as well. I know her very well. And at that time, what I'm trying to say is laughter in different category. All the Asian will be laughing at us. That and they will be pointing at us, and we don't understand their language, and they will be laughing at us, and they will be saying, we no pensa, no pensa. What it means is we don't have money, no pensa. Then we will be saying, how can they are laughing at us, because we always drink our fresh milk and cornflakes, and we are happy. We know when we get home, whatever we want to eat, we have a good dinner at home. We get home around 7. My auntie get home. She doesn't get home until about 9 o'clock, because she lives far away. I live close by. Then they will laugh at us, because all the food we are eating, it doesn't make sense. It's lunchtime, you're having cornflakes. But to us, we think it's the fastest way to beat all of them. Now, we are laughing at them, because before they could eat their curry, they have to queue. By the time they finish queuing, the lunchtime is over. And you see the majority of them are so, it's a factory, for God's sake. Majority of them, we end up not having their food the right time. And you see them when they are feeding the feeding machine. Those who have worked in the laundry before, they will know what I'm talking about. When the supervisor have just disappeared, you see them going under their chapati and eating the food. And sometimes they even stain the laundry. And we will be laughing at them at the point. You know, it's so funny. Then now, my auntie, she now brought all her children to the UK, settled. Now she's doing full-time babysitting of her children, and we have time to chat. And when we chat, she will just bring one topic at a time. And when you see us laughing, you will say, kí do now, because at the time, we could not help the situation, but we find our way around to make it more conducive and comfortable for us, and we could sail through life with our cornflakes and milk. And it's just the two of us, and we never ever fight. I think we were together for many years before everybody now found another job. So they are laughing at us because we are drinking fresh milk in the thick winter. But in another way, we are benefiting from that very cold food, because we are going to face hot dilemma in our place of work. Because when you feed that machine that do about 100 bed sheets under 10 seconds or 10 minutes, you will know that air fire on earth is that machine. So by the time we got there, we will not feel the heat much. We already give us, we have used it to cool our system down. And we will be laughing at them when they are sweating. They are using their sari to wipe their face in those days. And I don't know, my auntie was remembering all this all along. As sometimes I do remember when I remember my auntie. And the one only oldest among us, she's older than my auntie with 1 year. She will be laughing at us that Rowora sausage. Because at the time, the sausage was 20p and the bread was 20p. So before you know it, you are spending 40p, and you're still going to buy tea for 10 pence. So 50p that we are getting £1, I think £1.90 per hour at the time. Almost every penny we have to calculate, and we have to pay our rent. So that auntie will be laughing at us because maybe the auntie, she came and settled with her husband. She don't have any problem. We are every penny we are sending to Nigeria, me and my auntie at the time. So we ourselves, we are laughing at ourselves. And now we now met that our big auntie. The day the three of us met together in one occasion, if you see, we nearly don't quit on that day. Because auntie was saying what we was thinking of us at the time. And we were saying what we were thinking about her at the time. And guess what? She's now a cab driver. This is my big auntie that is older than us. She left the laundrette. Everybody left the laundrette. But the laughter that all our scenarios created is still going on till today, when we come together and we remember it and we just laugh at it. Same thing happened in the church when I was growing up. I used to be leading the choir, and one day they just fún mi lágbára, whoa, ẹ̀rín ẹ ti pọ̀ jù. Why is it that you always laugh? Why is it that nothing have ever bothered you? Because Yoruba always say ilé làwò ká tó sọmọ lórúkọ. When you have upbringing that is full of happiness, you will not, but you share it with the whole world. And that is why some people, when you leave an environment, they will miss you, shani, because of the joy you create in that environment, knowingly or unknowingly. So even if you are the most sadist person on earth, which I've never met one, because by the time you meet with me, when I give you a big laugh, you will always want me back. So you need to recreate. Nowadays is a new innovation. You can see how the packaging is so big that is bigger than us. Everything is getting better. People are getting beautiful. I saw something today. We all know him. He didn't ask me to advertise for him. I just want to use him as an example. Before, everybody has camera that can do live video on their arm. We did some parties in this town, and now Temidayo now release it on YouTube. I was watching it today. I said, hey, so this is how it used to be. Can you imagine, just few years back, couple of years back, there wasn't any live streaming on Facebook, and this is how it used to be. That party I anchored, I did not know certain people were there, because I didn't have opportunity to see them. So I laughed hysterically before so this person was there, and I was even, if this my auntie saw this video, she would laugh her head off. There's this my big auntie now. If she saw what she was wearing on that video, she would tell whoever put the video on YouTube, how much do you want from me? Because she's a rich woman. I wanted to take the video down, because the dress she was wearing, she wouldn't wear it to her toilet today. And this is how time flies. I looked at the video, and the way people were queuing for barbecue to get meat, even big boys, that they will never know that I will release that video. And that is how our life is always about. That is why we have to be conscious of what we are doing, so that in the future, when we see ourselves, are we going to laugh at ourselves in a happy way, or are we going to be sad about ourselves? So whatever we create today, let us create happiness and laughter that in the nearest future, the laughter will be a laughter for us. It won't be a cry for us. Laughing is really good. Some people even use a laughing gas. It's available everywhere. If you drink a bit of helium, it will change your voice and you'll be a different person. So I really appreciate you listening to me on Heritage Television. Come and advertise on Heritage Television. It's for you, and you know it's the first ever clear vision in the whole of television industry worldwide. Come and advertise your business. Come and be part of us. Come and have a stake with us. You can call us on the landline any time of the day, or 020-800 46-100. Heritage Television landline 020-800 800 46 100. Better still, on the mobile phone, you can get us on 07341234 You can get us on 07341234 Patronize us, you get the best price on earth. We love you. Thank you for watching Colourful Cube. Bunmi West is the name. I will see you next Monday. God will be with us. We shall meet and be happy. And remember to laugh. Don't laugh at people. Laugh with people and create a laughter. God bless you. I love you. See you next time. Bye for now.